as per an official report, 2 million undergrads have been found unemployed in India. This is a really scary number, right? So a lot of times, a lot of students these days are in dilemma which college to go to in order to be more qualified, in order to be employed, right? So I'll break it down in very simple ways. So you need to understand that what exactly a college or university offers, okay? So number one thing, a lot of time people only focus on the quality of college, the diploma degree they're getting, and also the kind of courses or the streams they're studying, or in terms of the career path they see, right? There's another element which is hidden and which is extremely important to understand, and I would say a lot of people actually think of going to Harvard, Oxford, IIM, IITs. One important reason is that the peer, the amount of time you spend with people, the quality of conversations you have, the discussions you get to do with your teachers, mentors, and fellow students is extremely crucial, because what you're studying in college is a particular set of hours in terms of every day, but the major number of hours and the time you're contributing comes from the time where you're spending your time with your friends or your fellow mates who lives in hostel, or let's say who are around you. So the important aspect when you're deciding which college to go to, I would say look out for two things. One, what kind of other students are coming there, what is their background, what streams they come from, what kind of conversations they do. Number two is also looking at the way the college is structured, because I would say now, since the industry is changing and curriculums are not changing, and now with NEP, new education policy coming in India, what matters more is that what kind of profile you're building for yourself. So I would say if your college allows you to do an internship, it's a perfect opportunity, because that allows you to scale yourself as per the industry standards being in the college itself, which most of the colleges doesn't allow. So that's another important aspect to look at. So simply, if I have to summarize this, I would say look out for the friends who are going to be there in your college, and before taking the admission, speak to them, understand what kind of conversations they are building with you. That will give you a little understanding that how exactly it is going to go. If you are stuck in scenario, I would say you take the charge and start building conversations where people start getting engaged with you in the conversations. So if you are unable to, if you are unable to influence, I would say please ensure that they are not influencing you back. So that is an important aspect. Second, I would say find out a kind of a module with the college. If they allow you to do an internship along with the graduation, that's perfect. If they do not, I would say go unofficially and speak to your management and ask them that I see my career being built in this direction, and I would like to give that much of time in order to learn relevant skills, relevant values, and relevant knowledge while working with a small scale startup. So I guess if you summarize all of this, you'll get a crux. And also, I highlighted the word startup, right? This is coming from one of the talk I witnessed, virtually I saw, where Jack Ma stated that if you are in early 20s, it's the time that you spend working with people who are running small ventures. So what happens is, if you're working with a small enterprise, SME, or a startup which has a scale of 20, 30, 40, 50 people, you will get a lot more interaction with the CEO and the leadership body. That will allow you to understand the kind of risk-taking attitude they have, the kind of courage they possess, and kind of values they have for starting a business. Otherwise, if you're working with a big giant ventures, you'll be a tiny part of the bigger process, and you will not learn anything significant. So I would say in your 20s, spend 5-10 years working with a startup and understand how they operate, understand how people run them, and get that wisdom in order to be visionary, in order to be risk-taking, and that is where I would say your career will be built. It is not about you being successful at the age of 25, 30, 35. It is about building that sustainable success which remains forever with you. And even once you're gone, you create that legacy for people to look up to you in terms of an inspiration.